It's a very slow restart that Rusty Wallace leads them to. Green is out.
This time, Mark Martin did not get hung up on the outside of the lap car.
Jeff Bodine trying to run those two down.
Rusty's now led 357 laps as we watch from Jeff's roof cam.
There's the checkered flag. There's the win right up in front. Ooh, I saw 8,400, 129 miles an hour. These cars clearly much faster with those fresh tires on.
That's no traffic. That's a big difference.
Up to 130 that time.
Well, they're taking long to go off of one turn into the next. Not much straightaway here.
Yeah, just look how little straightaway, how little of a chance these drivers have to relax. Now, you're relaxing. Now, you're turning. That's how long they have down each straightaway for any type of relaxation at all.
Maybe 3 seconds, more like 2. Rusty maintains the interval about 4 or 5 car lengths over Mark Martin. Rusty has won 5 times this year. His most recent victory was at New Hampshire. Mark Martin, on the other hand, has won the last 2 consecutive NASCAR Winston Cup races and is looking for 3 in a row. Now there is Todd Bodine. Jerry, what's he doing with the helmet?
We've already established that Jeff Gordon is ill in the car number 24. Now, Rick Hendricks, the car owner, has appealed to NASCAR. They couldn't really find anyone else to go in the car. And you're not supposed to allow a rookie to relief drive. It says Todd Bodine didn't qualify for this race. It hasn't driven another car. NASCAR said, okay, well, let him go in the race car if you need to. So Todd Bodine is standing by to relief drive for Jeff Gordon. Now, Jeff right now is in 20th spot. Has quite a few laps to the 21st place car, Wally Dolan back. So if we give another caution flag, expect to see the driver change here in the 24 pit.
And we see Morgan Shepherd moving by Jeff, and here comes Dale right with him.
Well, when you open the gate, they just drive right on by.
Earnhardt hopes there's not another caution because he loses every time on the pit stops with him pitting on the backstretch. Yeah. So he said, just let this thing go. Let's don't have no more caution so we won't have to pit anymore. They're coming up on late speed. Late speed is 2 laps down now, being shown in the 12th position.
He moved over and let the others pass by to the outside.
You can see just how much Earnhardt closes up on the back of Morgan Shepherd. Once he drives up.
Oh yeah, when going into the corner, he just goes right up on his back bumper. But Morgan stretches it a little bit down the straightaway. Look at that. I don't think this crowd has sat down, have they?
No, not much. They paid for a seat and stand up all the time. We can see these 2 cars are just driven away from Jeff Bodine
And Brett.
Bodine running the races for the 5th position.
And there we see how far that Earnhardt has to go to catch the leader, Rusty Wallace.
He's led 371 laps so far, the 448 that we have completed.
And Rusty is just driving away from Mark Martin.
There's Darrell Waltrip, who was involved in an earlier accident. Darrell has won 12 races at this track, but not tonight.
Kenny Schrader was involved in that same race that Darrell Waltrip was involved in.
He's won this particular race 7 times, Darrell Waltrip has.
And runs one more lap. He will pass Dale Jarrett, and that'll be 3 points. You never know what that might mean.
That's right. We'll see. It could be the difference between one position. There's the Bodine brothers, along with Jimmy Hensley, Jeff, Brett, and Jimmy.
I wonder what Hensley will do when he comes up on his boss man. Jeff Bodine owns that car he's driving. You'll probably pass him if you can.
Exactly.
Jeff will probably let it. But he'll make it work for him. But he's got Brett to contend with first. Yeah, working on it. Jimmy Hensley is really working on Brett Bodine there right now.
Yeah, this is the best race on the racetrack right now. Rusty Wallace is just driving away from Mark Martin right now.
And Morgan Shepherd has moved about 2 car lengths ahead of Dale Earnhardt. So
at the end of 454 laps, the top 5 here in the Bud 500 NASCAR Winston Cup race. Rusty Wallace, followed by Mark Martin, Morgan Shepherd, Dale Earnhardt, and Jeff Bodine. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. TN4, good buddy. What time are we supposed to be off? 11 o'clock? Should make that. Look at this. Holy mackerel. Triple says, you just go right ahead. Beautiful blockbuster video blimp that has provided some excellent overhead shots of the action here tonight. And there is the battle up front. Now, Mark Martin has really closed in on Rusty Wallace. And as we pan back a little bit, there's Morgan Shepherd and Dale Earnhardt for 3rd and 4th.
We can see them working and pull a couple. And look here at this race.
Brett Bodine, something must have happened to his car.
Yep.
All of a sudden, he had moved up to 4th, had passed his brother Jeff, but something happened to the 26th car. Now it looks like it's getting back up to speed.
He's got some damage on the left rear, no doubt about that.
Someone has driven up in the back of that car, there's no doubt. Let's see what happens. Harry Gant's right behind him. They come off the corner.
Oh, well, Harry hits him. That's where that damage came from.
Yeah.
But he couldn't help it because Brett had just slowed down.
It's like his foot slipped off the accelerator or something. Well,
He's back up to speed now. But he dropped back to 9th place.
Yeah, he lost several on-track positions.
He was in 4th. He was in 4th. Oh, I beg your pardon. He was in 5th.
meanwhile, Jeff Bodine was in front of all this group. He has fallen back. It's Harry Gant, Rick Mast, Jimmy Hensley, then Jeff Bodine, and Brett Bodine. There you see Jeff Bodine. Jeff right now is in 8th spot. And there's the 7th place car of Jimmy Hensley. 6th is Rick Mast, and 5th is Harry Gant. Jerry Punch, what in the world happened to Brett Bodine?
Brett just radioed and told Donnie Richardson his crew chief that the car just shut off on the racetrack. So suddenly the motor just quit. And that's why Harry drove up in the back of him because the car is sputtering and missing off and on in the turn. So problems during the late lap for the Quaker State team.
Got a little bit of damage and bodywork flagging on the racetrack. Now Trickle goes to the high side of Jeff Bodine. And passes him.
Sure does. Trickle and Bill Elliott is for position. You see Dick Trickle on the left side of her screen, the black 40, the red 11 is Bill Elliott, and that is for position.
There's Rick Mast going around the 28 car of Lake Speed. Mast having a good run. He's only had 2 top 10s so far this year, so he's having a good run this old Classic Ford.
And guys, I'm telling you, we got ourselves a race.
Yeah, we do. Here's Mark Martin making a bid for the lead. Couldn't pull it off. Boy, the crowd went crazy.
They got a lot of traffic right in front of them and very few laps to go. So Mark Martin, 28 laps. Get it done.
And we've said after Rusty's car runs a while on new tires, it seems to give away a little bit. Martin seems to be getting stronger. Oh, you're right. They're coming up on some heavy traffic. Look at it.
Dave Marcus, Lake Speed, Phil Parsons, Ricky Rudd, Terry Labonte in relief of his brother Bobby, also up ahead of the leader.
Jeff Gordon has pulled into the pits. Apparently they're making that driver change.
Todd Bodine replacing Jeff Gordon in the relief role, the Napa Field summary. And there is Jeff being lifted out of the race car, and Todd Bodine, the winner of last night's Busch Grand National race here at Bristol, climbing in.
And Morgan Shepherd is off the pace, up in going down the back straightaway. We see him very slow. He went in turn one, and the car just went straight ahead. And looks like he's trying to get back. No, he's not back up to speed.
There's Wally Dallenbach passing him.
And going in three. Phil Parsons on the outside. Mark looked on the inside, but couldn't make the pass.
Still in the attempt.
Well, I thought Mark maybe had him.
He's working on it.
Looks like these cars are awfully equal, Ned.
Yeah, there's not much difference. Mark might be a little bit faster right now. I think he is.
But as you guys have said many times, there is a big difference between touching somebody and passing him, especially here. He has 21 laps to do it, Mark Martin does.
Morgan Shepherd has dropped back. He continues to drop back. Now, so they'll move Morgan back to the 8th position.
There's a look from overhead.
Looks like he's going to try to get under him.
In fact, Morgan Shepherd about to go a lap down right now as he goes into turn one. There he is down on the inside. So now there will be 8 cars in the lead lap.
Last car on the lead lap is Jeff Bodine. And the Western Auto Mechanic of the race is Steve Neal from Mark Martin's crew. Congratulations to him.
Oh, and we saw Mark Martin wiggle.
Jerry, what's happened to Morgan Shepherd?
Word from Eddie Wood is that Morgan Shepherd, Citgo Ford, has broken an axle, so he has no choice but to slow it down and just try to ride out and finish a tough race for a driver who's taking the lead lap here all evening long.
Yeah, that is a tough race, and it will undoubtedly cost him some points also. Morgan 5th in the standings going in. So the average speed of the race now is 87 miles an hour compared to the record of 101. We'll be right back. And Jeff Bodine's got to go a lap down. With 12 laps to go, we have a new leader. Mark Martin was able to pass Rusty Wallace, and Mark Martin is trying for 3 wins in a row, and he's just about to lap Jeff Bodine, who is running at 8th spot.
And Jeff Bodine does not want to be lapped. This could play into Rusty Wallace's hand. Here's a replay of Mark Martin as he comes off turn 2. Gets alongside Rusty. Goes in turn 3. And they race through the corner side by side.
10 laps to go. Make that 9 laps to go. 491 complete. And now Mark Martin appears to be well in control of this race as Rusty is 2-3 car lengths behind.
But he's close enough. He's close enough, and there's slow cars up there. There's Kenny Schrader, Brett Bodine, Jeff Bodine still. Mark Martin can't get behind.
Don't go away, folks. We have seen excitement so far, and it's not over yet. Rusty now sneaks it right up on the back bumper of Mark as he tries to make his way through traffic. He still has not passed Jeff Bodine up ahead. Ken Schrader moves over.
Mark is saying, fellow Ford driver, give me a break. I need to go.
6 laps to go when they come down.
And now he's going to run across
Brett
Bodine, and I think he and Jeff racing.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They're racing for position, so obviously they don't want to back up.
They're not going to give any.
5 to go.
But Rusty's car, I think, has just lost the handle on it because he's not able, even though Mark might be held up a little bit there right now, he's still pulling away a little bit from Rusty. Right.
4 laps to go. There's Steve Meal.
Now there's a lot of traffic right in front of these cars. What's going to happen? Wally Diamondback, Dick Brickle, Bill Elliott. What in the world is going to happen now as all these cars get jammed up in front of their leaders?
But Rusty continues to hold back. And Steve Meal apparently is talking to NASCAR about Jeff Bodine and Brett Bodine, but they don't want to give, obviously. We got 2 laps to go for Mark Martin. 2 to go.
Meanwhile, Bill Elliott and the 40 car, I think, are racing for position. Brett Bodine, Jeff Bodine, they're racing for position. But behind all this, these guys are racing for position. The 6 and the 2, and that's for the win.
Here comes a white flag. 1 lap to go for Mark Martin. There it is.
Rusty on the outside.
Tries to go to the outside in turn 1, but Mark blocks the way. Now Rusty will look high off of turn 2. They've got a half a lap to go. Wallace tries to make a move to the inside. He's going to make it to the outside. No, he can't do it there. It's going to be Mark Martin winning the Bud 500 over Rusty Wallace.
Man,
man. 3 in a row for Rusty, or rather for Mark Martin.
Does that get exciting?
And watch the 6 car. Watch the 6 car.
He might not have even seen the checkered flag.
I don't think he did. I don't think he saw the checkered flag. He is still racing.
He wants to talk to Jeff Bodine.
Well, he won the race, so
He's a little hot.
yeah, looks like he is. Anyway, he continues the win streak. It began at Watkins Glen, it continued at Michigan, and now here tonight. It's his first ever win on the high banks of Bristol in his 14th career start here. Wow, that was exciting. He only had led 66 laps. Rusty Wallace led many more. Here's John Kernan with Steve Meal.
Steve, you and Jack hugging each other on that toolbox. I bet you thought after the problems you had early in this race, you probably couldn't win this race.
Well, we felt like we could win. We knew all day Rusty was going to be tough. I messed up on a first or second stop and didn't get the right rear tight enough, but Mark run the car real hard. We got some breaks in traffic. Kyle was going to be good, and he had trouble. At the end there, we didn't get a lot of help from our Ford teammates, but we held Rusty off, so we're pretty tickled with it.
What about the pass that he made, and then, I mean, the lap traffic, like you said, wouldn't get out of the way?
Well, they weren't really lap traffic. They wouldn't have lapped down yet, and they were racing for position, and, I understand all that, but a little short, tight racetrack like this, it gets aggravating. We'd caught them 3 or 4 times, never could get back to them, but we felt like, at the end we had something for them.
Well, the important thing is for Mark Martin and his team is they were able to hold Rusty off. Bob?
We are back at Bristol International Raceway, and it's a hot time in the old town tonight. The brakes on Mark Martin's winning car have flared up here. They're trying to douse it with water. In any case, looks like Mark is just about whipped.
What did I tell you? That the winner was going to get out and sit down.
Well, here's the AC Delco winner circle in Jerry Punch.
Well, you saw how hot the car was. You can imagine how the man inside that car had to be for the last 3.5 hours, and Mark just climbed out, is getting his breath here.
We'll let him get a nice cold sip of Gatorade and get a big deep breath. And Mark, congratulations on an outstanding effort. You came back from 2 laps down.
Valvoline, Ford, and Goodyear. Great job tonight. I'm not going to be much on an interview. I'm out of breath.
He's obviously exhausted. Dale Earnhardt came by. He was having all the drivers in this heat tonight. It's incredible they can go 500 laps here on a half-mile racetrack. We'll let him get his breath in just a moment, and he's looking up here and trying to get some fluid in him and getting his breath, giving his watch to Arlene there, his wife, as he wins it 3 in a row. And now he's able to stand up and have a little bit of strength. And, okay, Mark, coming from 2 laps down, a near catastrophe, that right rear tire a little bit loose on one of the stops.
Yeah, I can't believe we won a race. I don't know if we had the best car or not. Kyle run awful good. Rusty was awesome. Rusty's pit crew is incredible. I tell you, I just thank the Lord, and he's really in there with me tonight, I tell you, to make it up and get by Rusty. He was trying hard. He drove his heart out. Never seen anybody drive any harder than Rusty Wallace. He was trying.
You had a windshield full of Fords in those last couple laps with the 15 and the 26 stuff. You had to be a little bit concerned if you could hold Rusty off.
I wasn't too proud of Jeff Bodine. That cost me the race. I would have never done that to him, but at least we still won, so I guess there's no harm done.
Did you see the checkered flag come out, Mark? I know you said you ran almost another lap under full speed. I know you were probably concentrating so hard. Did you see the flag come down?
Yeah, I was running into Jeff. That's why I ran an extra lap. I was mad.
Mark Martin, Mr. August. We've had a Mr. March and a Mr. September a year ago, and here again, and now we have a new Mr. August in Batesville, Arkansas.